Why don't you? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, I have just concluded a video conference meeting with the various heads of regional organizations involved in the response to the crisis in Libya. Those represented included the League of Arab States, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and the African Union, and the European Union. And I'm also very much pleased to be here accompanied here with distinguished Special Envoy Mr. Al-Khatib and the Special Advisor for Post-Crisis Planning, Mr. Ian Martin. As agreed that the crisis, all agreed that the crisis in Libya has entered a new and decisive phase. All agreed as well on the importance of a smooth transition. And that transition must be grounded in inclusiveness, reconciliation, and national unity under a new government that can effectively deliver on the Libyan people's aspirations for democracy, freedom, and growing social and economic prosperity. Clearly, the challenges ahead are enormous. Fighting goes on in many parts of the country. There is an urgent need to put an end to the conflict and restore order and stability. All agree that if the Libyan authorities request, we should be prepared to help develop a police capacity, bearing in mind that the country is awash with the small arms. The destruction of property and livelihood has been heavy. There are widespread shortages of fuel, food, and medical supplies. Reports on the ground suggest that the water supply to the capital and surrounding region may be in danger, putting several million people or more at risk. In our meeting this afternoon, all those present agreed at this moment of great transition, the international community must come together with an effective, well-coordinated program of action. Of course, the future of Libya is for Libyans to decide. Yet, in our discussions this afternoon, and in our discussions with the Libya's transitional authorities, one thing has been crystal clear. All agree that the United Nations is expected to play an essential coordinating role. The UN needs to work closely with international partners and regional organizations. We need to work with the unity of purpose and speak in one voice. For the past several months, my special envoy, as well as my special advisor for post-conflict planning, have been working to anticipate potential needs and make operational preparations. Those plans are now well advanced. In Doha and elsewhere, the UN envoys, as well as the heads of the regional organizations, have been consulting closely with the leaders of the National Transition Council. Most immediately, we have asked for urgent humanitarian assistance, particularly as it relates to medical aid and basic public services, including water and sanitation and education. Somewhat longer term, they have placed a special emphasis on early support for elections, transitional justice and policing, as well as assistance in socio-economic recovery, rule of law, and institution building. I intend to discuss these plans further with the Security Council, including the urgent deployment of a UN mission. Yesterday's action by the Council to release $1.5 billion in frozen Libyan assets was a welcome step, but all agreed this afternoon that the international community must do all it can to provide additional financial resources. Again, I want to emphasize the remarkable degree of convergence on all these issues. At this critical moment, it is essential that the international community come together as one to restore order and ensure a stable transition in Libya. Thank you very much.